The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bears will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Houston's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. They're working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Cougars want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Ball is out. 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thurman. He's loose. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. With the catch, it's Thomas. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Connors. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Great job by the back on the option.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Baylor's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game break.
It's the seam wide open.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Washington. Runs through a tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
To the air, it's Robertson. Catch in the middle, it's Cameron. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bears need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Houston wants to play fast. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Lots of running room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Might be calling a hot route. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Grabbed behind the line, it's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bears in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They believe they can run right here. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Caught near the sticks, it's Thomas. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
On the run, it's Sanford. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Houston going up tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's complete! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense. Keeping it very simple.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
That defensive front was a stone wall on second down. Now it's third and goal from the 1. He'll sneak it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
42 Spider. 42 Spider. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it in for 6 more points.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Bears want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Robertson. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They've already racked up big sack numbers. Put it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Bears!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't make...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Great place to start for this offense. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Sanford. Turning on the Jets. And they're able to make the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. going to test the right side with this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Punts it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They started this drive in great field position now, needing to convert on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Houston wants to play fast. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Cougar! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Really nice play called by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up.
Pulls it in down the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Houston going up tempo.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to wrap.
Snags it on the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Throws toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab, it's Prentice. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Smash! Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down and wings it incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
What will they do? On second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the tailback. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To throw, it's Robertson. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Now from inside the red zone. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Bears! And the comeback is on.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Houston offense comes onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Weckman. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston trying to run out the clock. Finds the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Wegman. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
21.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another day.